Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel if you're new. If not, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. I will have my Instagram handle right down here, so give me a follow on Instagram. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I think that is it for the intro. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A, all different types of questions I'll be answering. I put a question box on my Instagram story and asked for you guys to just give me any and all questions you would like me to answer, so let's just get into it. First question, and a great way to kick off the video, is how are you? I'm doing very well, thank you for asking. I've had 2 good weeks where I feel like mentally I'm in a good headspace, and like physically I am as well. I've been working out a lot, I've been eating pretty healthy, and I just feel overall like good. So thank you for asking. I hope you guys are doing good as well. Next question is, what was the best and worst part of 2020 for me? So the best part was probably like working from home, and then once summer came around, getting to spend a lot of time with friends and family. I feel like I went to the beach a lot with either family or friends, which was awesome, and just doing like outdoor activities. And then the worst part, I had like a couple things happen to me, obviously, who didn't, but probably the worst part was we unfortunately lost a family member right around Christmas, on Christmas Eve. So that was probably the worst part, and just like not the way you want to end the year. But other than that, I would say it was a pretty decent year for me. Next question is, did you go to college? If so, where and what major? I did. I went to Western New England University in Springfield, Massachusetts, and I majored in communication, public relations with a minor in marketing, which brings us to our next question, which is, what do I do for work? So I work for a tech company as a marketing associate, and I've been with this company since I graduated college. So that is what I have been doing for the past almost 3 years, is working in marketing. I definitely want to always stay in marketing. I never pictured myself in the tech industry. It's definitely interesting, but would love to eventually shift to the beauty and fashion industry if possible. But yeah, that's what I do. Next question is kind of fun. It's, what is my favorite beverage, alcoholic and non-alcoholic? So alcoholic, I love margaritas and mojitos. If I had to pick one or the other, I would pick margaritas. And specifically, I love a spicy margarita, or like guava or grapefruit. I love flavors as well for margaritas. And then non-alcoholic, honestly, my favorite drink is just water. And if that's not an acceptable answer, I would say like an iced tea or an iced coffee. It's probably next on my list. Next question is, what did I want to be when I grew up? So at a very young age, like kindergarten, I decided I wanted to be a teacher, and then I feel like I wanted to do that until I was in like middle school, and then I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I mean, what middle schooler does know what they want to do? And then in high school, I took a journalism class, which sparked my interest, and I started researching communication as a major and like as an industry, and that's what kind of like led me to communication. But yeah, I definitely like always thought I wanted to be a teacher, which is funny because I really don't think I have the patience to be a teacher. I think I would probably go in there every day and a kid would say something mean to me and I'd probably start crying. So I don't have the skin for it. And anyone who is a teacher, I give you a lot of credit, because I think kids, especially like school age kids, can be really mean, and I feel like they would make me cry. Next question is kind of funny. Is a hot dog a sandwich? No, I would not consider it a sandwich. I would just consider it a hot dog, I guess. I don't know, but definitely not a sandwich. What's my go-to meal? I would say quinoa with tomatoes and artichokes. Quinoa takes like 15 minutes to make, so that's really simple. And then while that's cooking, I just throw some tomatoes, usually grape or cherry tomatoes. I throw those into a pan, and then I throw in some marinated artichokes, heat those up, and then just combine everything, and usually do like a little lemon, and then I do, what's it called? Garlic salt. Trader Joe's garlic salt is bomb, so I dress it with that. What's something that brings me comfort? So they listed a couple of like examples, like TV shows, movies, songs, like anything like that. I would say songs bring me comfort, and I don't have like a specific song, but I feel like if I ever need to like express emotions, if I need to express my emotions, whether it's I want to cry or I want to be happy or whatever, I'll put on a song that will like induce that emotion. And I do that quite frequently. Like if I'm just like, I'm just really sad, I just want to cry about something, I'll just put on a sad song that makes me cry and just start crying. So yeah, I would say like music brings me comfort, and also allows me to like oh my God, why can't I speak? Music allows me to express my emotions. I don't know why I have a lisp today. That's really weird. Who is somebody that I look up to? I really look up to my mom and also both of my grandmothers, just because I just think they're all very strong ladies, and I think they've done so much with their life. They've started families, they worked. I really look up to them, and I think that they are superstars. So definitely appreciate your mom and your grandma and the women in your life. The next question is kind of similar, but it's who influences you and inspires you. So I would say some bigger name bloggers that influence me are Jules Jacobson, Juge Haven, and Vivian Audi. I think they have really awesome content. I love their pages, and I really look up to them and what they've been able to do with their pages. And then outside of Instagram, I would say my friends and family inspire me a lot and influence me. But yeah, I would say that's kind of like outside of Instagram, friends and family inspire me every day. And I have some really amazing friends and family who support me. So thank you to them. They're always cheering me on and rooting for me. Next question is random, but any sunscreen recommendations? Yes, I will link my favorite sunscreens down below. I really love Sunbum and Supergoop. Sunbum I like for my body, and then Supergoop I like to use on my face and shoulders. Next question is, where do I live currently and where has been my favorite place to live? So I've only lived in 3 places, and that is my hometown growing up in northern Massachusetts, Springfield, Massachusetts for a couple years during college, and then now Drew and I are in Stamford, Connecticut. So I feel like my favorite place to live is probably like my hometown, just because that's where I'm most familiar with and everything I know and grew up with is there. I grew up in the same house for 24 years, so that was probably my favorite place to live. And then I do absolutely love Stamford, but it's just, we've only been here for a few months, so I feel like I can't say this is like my favorite place that I've lived. Right now with COVID, a lot of stuff is shut down, but I'm excited for the warmer weather when things are gonna start to open back up, hopefully, and people are vaccinated and we can get back to regular life. Next question is, do I have a favorite winter jacket? I think overall, I just love puffer jackets. I always have. I've had a puffer jacket since like high school, middle school probably. I've just always loved a puffer jacket. Currently, I have one from Abercrombie, North Face, and the Aritzia Super Puff. And the Super Puff is definitely the most expensive, then North Face, then Abercrombie. All awesome jackets. Would recommend any of them, so definitely check those out if you're interested. Next question, I don't have the best answer to, but it is, how did I find new people to follow and how did I grow my Instagram page? So to be completely honest, for the first year of my Instagram page, I only had like 400 to 500 followers. I really didn't have that many. And then once I started like really being able to put some effort in, once I started working from home, I had more time to like create content and put more time into my page and like connect with my followers during the day. I would say that's kind of when my page took off, would be like May of 2020. I started gaining followers. That's when I hit 1,000 followers. And then back in the fall, I hit 2,000, which was really exciting. But yeah, I don't have the best answer for this. I would just say, follow people that you genuinely want to follow. Don't just follow people and expect them to follow you back. I see a lot of girls on Instagram reaching out to me saying, hey, would love to support you, follow for follow. And to me, that just seems very fake and phony in the sense that like, I want someone to follow my page because they like it, not because I'm giving them a follow back. Like I don't need a prerequisite for why someone's following me. I just want my audience to be like authentic and organic. And I've never been into like, what I'm trying to say is I've never looked into like buying followers. I just don't think you're gonna build the type of following that is gonna last if you do it that way. So yeah, just be like genuine in who you're following, and definitely don't be asking people to follow you, because I think a lot of people, majority of people, think that's really annoying. And I'm not saying like if you do that, you're a bad person or anything. I just personally don't think that's the best way to grow a following, and I think you're better off just being yourself, showing your followers who you are and growing from there. And yeah, it's really hard to grow, but it is what it is, and that's life. Not everything's gonna come easy. Next question is, what is my favorite thing to do with my boyfriend? So Drew and I absolutely love to go out to dinner. we go out usually Friday nights, and then we usually go out one other time, like 2 times a week, I would say. We're pretty good about cooking here and not ordering out. Sometimes we'll do like one night out and one night we order in. So yeah, I would say going out to eat is probably our favorite thing. Next question is, how do I feel about living with my boyfriend permanently and like sharing a space with him? So I would say so far so good. Drew really isn't that messy. If anything, I am more of like the clutter that we have is like my stuff. So I would say like I'm okay with it. And after like a month, you kind of just get used to it. I did grow up with 2 brothers, so I'm kind of used to like any of the weird, annoying stuff that boys do. But in terms of like living together, we've actually meshed really well. And I feel like we live pretty similarly. And definitely communication is key if you're going to be living with a significant other or a friend. It's definitely easier to talk to a significant other than when you're living with a friend. Like when I lived with roommates in college, if something was bothering me, I would never bring it up. But with Drew, like I don't care. I'll bring it up and talk to him about it. I would just say if you're gonna live with a significant other or a friend or something, just make sure the communication is there, because I think that is very important when you're sharing a space with somebody. Next question is, when did I start drinking coffee? This is actually a funny question because I didn't start drinking coffee until like a year and a half ago. Like I never drank it in college, and then once I got into the working world, like a year in, I was like, okay, I gotta try coffee. What's the hype? And now I'm addicted. It's so good. I don't drink it every day. Like I didn't have one today, but I usually have one like 4 or 5 times a week. Last question is, do you want to settle in the Northeast or somewhere else? Down south, out west? I want to stay in the Northeast. I love New England. I love the Northeast. I love it here. So personally, I always am gonna want to stay here, but I do definitely want to travel out west and down south more. I also would love to get out to California. There's so many places that I want to see, but definitely will be staying here for living. All right, that was it. I hope this was fun for you guys to learn a little bit more about me. Just wanted this to be fun and impromptu. So I will see you guys back here very soon, and thank you for watching.